Hi, this video will talk about the characteristics of C language. The main characteristics of C include modularity, portability, extendability, speed, and flexibility. Modularity is the ability to split a larger program into the manageable small segments called the modules. And this is an important feature of structured programming because it helps to complete the software development projects in time, and as well as it makes debugging process easier and quick. So the codes written in C are highly portable. That it is possible to install the software developed in C on different platforms with minimum or no alterations in the source code. So C allows extending the existing software by adding new features to it. So the characteristic in C can be grouped into four major categories. Okay, the letters, digits, special characters, and white spaces. The C character set comprises of digits from 0 to 9, uppercase letters from A to Z, and lowercase letters from A to Z. And the set of special characters supported by C is given in this table. We have here the comma, period, semicolon, exclamation mark, until we have the ampersand, caret, asterisk, minus sign, plus sign, the left brace, number sign. And also, C contains tokens. So the tokens of a language are the basic building blocks which can be assembled in a systematic order to construct a program. In a C source program, the basic element recognized by the compiler is the token. So it is a text that is contained in the source program that the compiler does not break down further into component elements. Like tokens are the smallest individual words, the punctuation marks that is recognized by the C compiler. And it has six types: the keyword, identifier, constants and literals, operator, and punctuator. And we have here the table that shows the C keywords. We have auto, break, case, character, const, continue, two, double, else, enum, extern, float, for, go, okay, if, long, register, switch, struct, type def, union, void, unsigned, volatile, while, in which they are described in the third column. And C also has identifiers. Okay, the term identifier refers to the name of the various program elements, like the variable, a function, array, and etc. And both uppercase and lowercase letters are permitted, although the common practice is to use the lowercase letters. The underscore character is also permitted in identifiers, and it is usually used as a link between two words in an identifier having a lengthy name. For example, the fat content. And we have here the syntactic rule for assigning a name to an identifier. We have here the first character must be a letter or an underscore. It must consist of only letters, digits, or underscore. First 31 characters are significant. Thus, if the programmer writes an identifier comprising of more than 31 characters, the compiler considers only the first 31 characters and ignores the remaining characters. Okay, note that some implementations of C recognize only the first 8 characters. And another rule for naming your identifier is A keyword cannot be used as an identifier name, and your identifier must not contain any spaces. And these are some examples of identifiers. We have, okay, sub-valid identifier, capital X, Y12, trial underscore 1, underscore temperature, specie, sensory underscore score, win underscore temp, and all caps table. And the following names are invalid identifiers. And we have here at the right column the reasons for the stated identifier, invalid identifiers. We have here the fourth. It is invalid because of the first character, which is a digit. It must be a letter. X that is placed in a double quote. So illegal character is the double quote. Order dash number. So it's illegal because of the character dash. Viscosity score. It's illegal because of the blank space in between the velocity and the score. And take note, okay, all keywords are in lowercase. Since uppercase and lowercase characters are treated as different by the C compiler, it is possible to use uppercase keyword as an identifier. Yeah, that's for the keywords and also the identifier. Now let's go to the constants. Constant in C refer to the fixed values that do not change during the execution of the program. And there are four basic types of constant in C. We have integer constant, floating point constants, character constants, and string constants. And we have here the rules governing all numeric constants. Okay, that is commas and blank spaces cannot be included within the constant. So the constant can be preceded by a minus sign if needed. The value of a constant cannot exceed specified minimum and maximum bounds. Yeah, you have to follow also the minimum and maximum bounds. And for each type of constant, these values vary from compiler to compiler. Now we have here the integer constants. So an integer constant is an integer valued number. Later on, we will have a sample for that. Okay, take note, an identifier must start with a letter or underscore. Okay, that's because it may not have a space or a hyphen. C is a case-sensitive language. So it's different story, the uppercase and lowercase naming of identifier. Okay, and we have some examples of valid and invalid names. We have here, these are the valid names. And at the right, we have here the invalid name. We have A, it's a poor style of naming the identifier. Okay, this is invalid because of the illegal character $sign. This is also invalid because of the digit that is placed at the first character of the identifier. Some dash salary is invalid name because of the hyphen. Okay, this is also invalid because of the space in between the name. And this is also invalid because it is a keyword.